it's your boy Jazzy here, and today we're doing back with another video. That makes no sense. But today I'm going to be explaining why the T20 is better than every car in this game. So right here is my custom X80 Proto. I know it's pretty cool. But here is my T20. And I'm going to explain why it is better than all the cars in GTA 5 Online. Alright, so let's get right into it. So I'm going to be doing the stunt race canyon crossing. Okay? So I'm just going to be explaining roughly why the T20 is the best for me, personally, than every other GTA 5 car. So let's get right into it. So the first reasoning is that the T20 has amazing handling. Okay? Just amazing. Like, I can make smooth turns, like, very good. And you'll see why throughout this video, why T20 is, like, rated #1, in my opinion. So the T20 has the best traction according to its stats, and it has very good traction. It's because of its high-level spoiler, and the spoiler just, like, if you stop it, it will go down like this. Like when you take a break, it would stop, and then when you go like fast, it would increase. This increases the traction when the car turns and stuff. So it has amazing traction on this car. And there else is that the handling is I should say amazing, and like you won't go flying into like another person when you're having races. You can see I can control the T20 here in this like part. Like I'm actually controlling it very well, and it has like very good traction. And this is the best car for drag races. And yeah, it's very good. This is my custom T20, by the way. This car has amazing, like I'm talking about amazing braking. Just so good of braking. Like, oh my god, the car is amazing. But although it is not the fastest supercar in this game, so it is not the fastest, right? If it's not the fastest, it can't be the best, apparently. But if it actually is true, it can be the best. It's because of the tracking, the braking, the traction, the braking, and the amazing acceleration. But #1 for acceleration is obviously, as we know, the X80 Proto for top speed and acceleration. This car has an outstanding performance in drag races, just because that the T20 has its high-level spoiler, giving it an advantage for rough turns like this. Like the car won't go flying, and it won't just go tilting like the BF Raptor. That thing will just go flying. This car is just amazing when it comes to turns. It's just like the Zentorno, but the Zentorno is not better than the T20. It has an amazing, outstanding performance. So I'm just gonna say this right now, but the T20 is #1 for braking and handling. Okay, so does that mean it's the best supercar in the game? Yes, it does. If you let's put it this way, you do a race and there's lots of like turns perhaps, and like you need tons of traction, you should use the T20, because let's go against like the fastest car in the game, like the fastest car in the game, the X80 Proto, right? It doesn't have good handling. It'll just go flying. It doesn't have good handling, doesn't have any good traction at all. So yeah, and if you compare this to any other car in GTA 5, let's say the Osiris will just go flying. The Vapid FMJ is very close to beating the T20. Oh, I got 25 RP for that. But the Vapid FMJ would go flying compared to the T20. Plus, let's go by looks. By looks, this car would be #2 for looks. Okay, just looking at the back is amazing. Outstanding. The front, outstanding. It's just like exact same thing as the McLaren P1, except for the McLaren P, like headlights. You can see the car like that. amazing, and it has outstanding drifting. If you want to drift, if you want like to drag, car's the best. For this turn, like I won't go flying. Amazing drift right there with the T20. And if I go with, after this race, I'll test the X80 Proto, like the fastest car in the game perhaps, with the T20. We'll both compare it, and we'll see what like the regular time is for like a course like this. So let's see the T20's time compared to the X80 Proto's time, and let's see what car would win by time. So yeah. So for the T20's time, it is 5 minutes and 9 seconds, and it's 5:09.710. That is outstanding. That is outstanding performance for the T20. I might compare it with other cars. So yeah, this car is outstanding with forgot what I was gonna say. Outstanding with performance, and I just want to like. So that's for the supercars. That's why the T20 is the best for supercars. Now we're gonna go with, I gotta say, these type of cars, like stunt races type of cars. So when we go to supercar class, we find out the T20 is the best from the supercar class, just because they have upgraded it slightly. I can't lie, but the T20 falls behind the X80 Proto in races. I mean, not races, but like top speed and miles per hour. So it would lose against X80 Proto in like that category. But if we compare it on races, what car do you think would be the fastest? That's very easy. It would obviously be the X80 Proto for top speed. In races, I mean, it is obviously the T20. I'm just comparing the T20 with some cars, like the X80 Proto, because the X80 Proto, people think it's super famous, and it deserves the #1 spot. Well, guess what? You're wrong. The T20, the one and only T20, deserves #1 spot. So if we rank these cars from out of 10, I'll give the T20 an 8 out of 10. No car in this game has a 10 out of 10. I'll give the T20 an 8 out of 10. I'll give the Proto a 7.5, just because of the worst handling, some bad handling, and some bad traction. Alright? So I am kind of partially right about that. But what kinda makes no sense about the T20 is that how on earth does the spoiler raise when you go up? I just don't understand it, but it does have the amazing traction that it gives from that spoiler. If we had that spoiler on every car in this game, all the cars would improve on its traction. Cause this car is, okay, look, the Dink Adjuster has the worst traction ever. Did you just see me, like, it barely can turn or anything like that. When you go to the X80 Proto, it has decent traction. Decent, not like bad, good or anything. But decent, not the best, not the worst. But I have to give it an average, probably 75% for traction, which is pretty outstanding. Sorry, hiccuped. Pretty outstanding. So, the T20 deserves the spot of #2. So, why is the T20 compared against the X80 Proto, but not other cars? I compared it to the X80 Proto because, for this only reason, is that X80 Proto has a top speed of, for one straight like line, it can actually get 21.07 seconds, which is a standing speed for the X80 Proto. But the T20's time is actually fallen behind by 7.10 milliseconds. And that makes the T20 not the fastest car in the game. But if we like want to churn, the best car for that solution is obviously the T20, because if you watch like a supercar video, like best supercars in GTA 5 Online, #1 X80 Proto or something like that, well, that's actually wrong. Proven by, well, Rockstar has confirmed that the Progen T20 is not only the fastest, like, I mean, the best car on traction, it is also the best car with handling. So that's my opinion for what car is the best supercar. If we go on sports car, this is something else. Like, the best sports car in the game, my opinion would be the Shafter LWB. Because it's a triple win-win. Fastest on speed, right? Fastest acceleration, which is amazing when you're going to races. And the best handling ever. If we compare the handling of the Shafter LWB with the X80 Proto, which I love to use in free mode because I have it for 2.7 million. Not only is the T20 best in races, overall it's a way better car. Because you know what? It's $600,000, no, $500,000 cheaper. And when you like compare prices, the X80 Proto's goddamn $2.7 million. If you round that to the nearest a million, that would be $3 million. And if you use the Progen T20 and you round that down to the nearest million, it would be $2 million. So it's pretty much a huge difference about prices. I mean, but we need like prices like to be cut down short. Okay? So not only is it the best car overall, it has the best, I mean, I'm talking best acceleration too. I mean, not acceleration, handling. Handling is very important because I can make smooth turns, and I don't have to do this all the time. Perhaps I have bad handling on this car. This car's gonna go like that, and it's gonna flip. And yeah, we don't want that in races. That's how you make your car bad. We want this. Oh no, I don't like that. We want this, like a really good car, just going straight, and you're like trying to move. If you want to swift around, good car, amazing. If you have problems with churning and you actually are not good at races, I prefer using the T20 as your car, as your selection. So yeah, so that's for the end of this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode.